All right, when last we met, we were looking at this dog. Oh, dog. Let's duplicate this layer. And to build this side out, what I'm going to do is grab a big chunk of the bottom frame here. I'm going to go to Layer, New Layer, via Copy. And you'll see that I have an extra little chunk of frame. Double click on Layer 1, Frame, Piece, and then grab the Move tool and move it over. I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal, and then Command T, which is a shortcut for transformations and rotations. I'm just going to kind of line that up right there. If I take the opacity of that layer down, I can probably use the arrow tools to nudge it into place. There we go. It's not too far off. All right, hit Return. Take the opacity of that layer back up to 100. Use the arrow tools a little bit more. And what tool do I use to composite?
You mean a layer mask?
I mean a layer. Always. I always mean a layer mask. Okay.
Couldn't you have just gotten the corner at the bottom left?
This corner here?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was trying to maintain this funky texture,
Okay.
but absolutely. Also, I enjoy sometimes making things harder on myself. This goes in a little funny. See how it tilts? You may have to go Edit, Transform, and distort it a little bit. Kind of beef it up a little bit. So before and after, before and after. Now let's go get a little bit of this. So go back to the background copy, Marquee, big chunk, Command J, new layer from selection, side frame piece, move tool, move it on up. Take the opacity down a little bit of the layer. Use the arrow tools to line it up. Add a layer mask. Brush. Now, I'm not a big fan of this weird corner, so let's see if we can edit side frame piece in there on the top. So we're going to have to come back or maybe borrow just a piece of that corner and do a little bit of retouching to make this look solid, but we've got a good start. Okay, it's a pretty good start. Let's go to the crop tool, grab the straighten, drag it along the top. It'll straighten and get ready to crop. Hit return. Image rotation 180. And then I think we can actually grab this little corner and put that corner right over both of these and blend those together. That's not going to be a problem. For little pieces like this, going to be easy. Take a new layer up to the very top. Call it Retouch. Grab the clone stamp. Make sure you're on the retouching layer. Make sure it's sample, current, and below. Make the brush a little bit bigger. Option click, line it up against the border. And there you go. Once you've got that area cleaned, guess what you can do to fix this?
Copy and paste.
How? You could clone. You could. This is not a big chunk and it's not undoable. Or once you've got an area cleaned up real well, take a marquee, copy it into a new layer, and then use a layer mask. All right. Because I think if you copy and paste, it might all stay on the same layer. Oops. And I want you to have as many layers as possible. So if you are new to retouching, you don't get stuck with anything that you don't want. Sound good? So that is, I will be grading on how your layers look. Do you have layers that show me your process? Now if I get the marquee, actually, we have a bit of a conundrum here. This conundrum is the following. If I take the marquee and I copy this, which exists here, the retouching will not come with it. So my suggestion would be to do your retouching, whatever you got to do, and when you're ready to copy this piece, you'll make a stamp visible. Right? So say I'm all done with everything. I'm like, okay, let's do stamp visible, which is Shift Command Option E. That makes a new layer that is a composite of all of the layers below. You can make as many of these as you want. It does make the file large. But on this stamp visible, you can make this selection, Command J to make it a new layer, move it down, and add a layer mask on it. And that layer mask is going to, with a soft brush, like it's just gone. Looks good. I would say don't make more than like 2 or 3 stamp visible layers. You can make as many as you want, but notice my file is now 116 megs. But that was what I wanted to show was that you can copy this, but when you copy it, this retouching is not attached. So wait till maybe you're done with all your retouching, and then you can make that stamp visible. You'll find a workflow that works really good for you. Then you'll make it black and white. Add some color to it. If you want to choose extent for the cooler, I think this is a German Shepherd. I'm disappointed it is not a wiener dog. I think it could be. It's hard to say.
But Amy, go past. That's never gonna look pretty. It's always gonna look a little weathered.
Yes, it's.
Okay.
But that's the nature. That's the nature of it. If what I've seen people do is crop the image and then add a clean white border to it, and to be honest, it looks terrible because even when you add a black and white on here, like this is the nature of it. It is fatigued. It is damaged. Your goal is to make it not as damaged, right? So when you look at this, can you tell me where I retouched? This is, I need to fix this right here and this corner. This is perfect. Okay. I can grab a corner, flip it, put it over here, and then a couple of scratches. This image is actually the emulsion is scratched, so you just want to get the big stuff. Okay. And then you can use your German Shepherd cooler. Oh, I think Shepherd has an H. Actually, California Lego came up. Not quite sure what's going on with that. But you get the point? Okay. Any questions about this before I stop?